have to wait for. This is Buick. Now, Buick. Exceptional by design.
0.9% APR and no monthly payments until next year on these 25 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX. Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change.
Hey, how long will this take? I'm kind of in a rush.
Oh, just 10 minutes.
You know, 10 minutes? You okay? Y'all are like...
Well-oiled machine.
I was going to go there, but then it felt obvious. Take 5. So stay in your car, 10-minute oil change.
French toast nibblers? For nachos.
Actually, I was thinking about heading out only because I want to beat the traffic.
That's why the sleepovers the next day. I was going to throw the games on.
You're a Notre Dame guy. I'm from Texas.
Winners never compromise.
What?
Yeah. I mean, how can you call yourself a sports fan without Xfinity? You got multi-view.
The best college and pro games all in one place. I'm not going anywhere.
You ever tried pancakes and guac? You're about to. Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe, and I can't tell you, but I think you're going to be happy.
CLS Healthcare. Healthcare how it should be.
Heads up for all of our friends coming in from Richmond, Rosenberg, Sugar Land, Meadows Place, all of those places out in the Southwest Freeway this morning. Major delays here on 59 to Southwest. That's the west part curve you're looking at there. Let me show you this. All solid right up here to the 610 West Loop, where there's a stalled truck on the exit ramp to the 610 West Loop northbound. So add some extra time coming in from the Southwest this morning. Good morning, live from Sky. Don Armstrong, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
Don, that's a lot. All right, thank you for showing it to us. To this story now, Harris County Judge Lady Hidalgo will not be running for re-election. That's what she told ABC 13 in an exclusive interview.
Our Pujalodia's live for us downtown, and hey, Pooja, so the judge also talked about recent contention after court meetings.
Right, Rita, we have all been talking about these meetings where we have seen shouting matches. We've seen the judge actually walk out of some of these meetings, and we've also seen her formally censured. So she sat down one-on-one with our very own Melanie Lawson. She told Melanie that she doesn't know what she's going to be doing in the future, but says she will be supporting other Democrats. As for some of those recent controversies, the judge defended her conduct, saying simply that she doesn't believe she'd be questioned about it if she were a man. Reporting live downtown, Pooja Lodia, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you so much, Pooja. In your day ahead, the suspected shooter of conservative activist Charlie Kirk is set to appear in court. Formal charges against 22-year-old Tyler Robinson are expected to be announced before he appears for the virtual hearing.
A trial date could be set for Luigi Mangione in the state case against him for the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. His legal team is trying to get the state charges thrown out, claiming that they amount to double jeopardy because they're already federal charges.
The Federal Reserve's two-day meeting begins today. There is a chance that officials could lower benchmark interest rates. Many investors expect it to announce a modest quarter-point cut tomorrow. All right, it is 6:55, and Good Morning America is coming up at 7 right here on ABC 13. And ABC's Michael Strahan joining us live from New York this morning. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, good morning, Tamika. Great to be with you as always. Coming up here on GMA, we have the latest on the investigation to the killing of Charlie Kirk, as the suspect is set to face a judge. Plus, Robin's exclusive with Malcolm Jamal Warner's mother, Pamela, as she speaks publicly for the first time about her son's death, sharing new details about what happened in Costa Rica and how she is honoring her son's memory. And Junior's taking us behind the scenes before tonight's
you
Dancing
see what
with
I'm
the
on
Stars
today,
premiere.
bro.
And you know it's going to be a good morning.
6 o'clock in the morning, bro. I'm up playing with my daughter.
Football-inspired movie. It's a horror movie.
7 a.m.
Him. And last night was a horror as a Texans fan.
Yeah, man.
And Sunday was a horror as a Giants fan.
Okay.
We've had a tough weekend. I'm upset right now, so I'm going to throw it back to you before I get more fired up. But we'll see in a few minutes.
You're in recovery mode this morning. We understand. We get it. We get it. I was going to ask your analysis, but we'll talk about that later. You know, we'll be all right, though. It's fine. It's just game 2. We're fine. It's okay.
Wipe the tears, Mike.
Yeah,
Well, the good thing is we went
Jay Solid, what's the deal? We got Jay Solid in the motherfucking building.
That's what I'm saying. Go Texas. We're good. We're good. Okay, chill out. We'll see you at 7.
All right, I have less than 30 seconds, so I'm going to make this short, bittersweet morning.
Just showing y'all,
to one of our
how my mornings be going.
I know y'all probably don't get to see this all the time, but come on, man, y'all gotta understand that a
I've had the
nigga
pleasure of working
is
you for
35
over
years
a
old,
decade, and I just
nigga
love you to
is a
pieces.
parent.
All right, Esther, and we'll see you at the top of the hour at
We got,
6:57.
hey,
Have a great
just
day.
because we talk a little shit, don't mean that we ain't on our shit. Yeah, just because we talk a little shit, don't mean we bullshit. Yeah, we take care of kids, the old folks, you know what I'm telling, whoever need a helping hand, God damn it, they know Lil Travis got them. Yeah. Shout out to all my nieces and nephews. Shout out to all my godchildren. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my real children. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, God, for waking us up this morning. You know what I'm telling you? That's what we on this morning. Our life not messed up. You know what I'm telling you? Well, I can say my family life not messed up, so I ain't gotta get on this bitch and call out Tammy name and call out motherfucking niggas' names on YouTubes that don't give a fuck about a nigga. Big girl, she be listening. Long as you talk, she'll be all right. So long as you talk, I'll be all right. Hey, big girl. Boo. 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 What are you doing, big girl? Hey. 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 Boo. Say my baby. My Jada. Say my baby. You better go stank, baby. You better go stank. Okay, that's fine. What you want to do? I'm tired. You tired? You okay? You okay? Hey, Jada. Jada, you okay? Okay. You okay now? Boo. Hey. What? What, Jada? What, baby? What? Boo. 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 Hey. What? What you want? What? Who did it? Who did it to daddy, baby? Who did it to that baby? You want me to go whoop their ass? You want me to go whoop their ass, big girl? You want me to go whoop their ass? You sleepy still? Sleepy? He said I was finna raise, but this is too wholesome. So I'm telling you, Kyle, he's a... So he said you gotta do this, and I ain't never... Man, y'all gotta be weird than a motherfucker sitting up here worrying about another nigga, dog. I ain't even wake up on that type of shit. Nigga, you tripping. Shit, I'm trying to go. I need to be going to go check the mail to see if my new Bank of America card came in. What I need to be doing right now. Shit. Yeah. We done got our... See, we on some new shit. We new businesses accounts, new all type of shit we got going on over here, bro. What y'all talking about? That shit ain't getting a nigga no money. That shit ain't getting a nigga paid and shit. That shit ain't putting racks up in a goddamn nigga pockets. When a nigga going out of town, a nigga can't mention that nigga name and goddamn make 20, 30 bands in each city. Nigga ain't worrying about that nigga though. Nigga got kids and nigga trying to feed and shit. You know what I'm telling you? Nigga got kids that a nigga want to grow up to be shit. That nigga sure can't help.
Fall officially starts, most of the nation should be above average throughout next week. Now, what happens after that, and of course this doesn't last forever, but I will tell you one place that is not feeling the heat, and that would be coastal North Carolina and parts of Virginia. Because of this coastal low, they've already had 1 to 2 feet of inundation. Coastal flood alerts are up. We've got flood watches up. Virginia, Delaware, right along the Delmarva, up the Chesapeake Bay. You could have that push of water, and George, gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Some of those rainfall rates could easily be over an inch per hour.
Pretty serious. Okay, Ginger, thanks. We turn now to breaking news from the Middle East, where Israel has launched a new ground offensive in Gaza City. Chief International Correspondent James Longman tracking the latest. Good morning, James.
Yeah, good morning, George. The IDF says the main stage of its operation to occupy Gaza City is now underway. Massive airstrikes lit up the night sky and have continued into this morning, displacing thousands. The families of the hostages have long been against further military action. They're concerned for the 48 remaining hostages. And President Trump has warned Hamas not to harm the 20 thought still alive, or, quote, all bets are off. But this is as the UN has this morning said Israel is committing genocide in Gaza. The United Nations Commission report claims it is clear that there is an intent to destroy the Palestinians in Gaza, and the chair places blame with the Israeli leadership, including Prime Minister Netanyahu. The report alleges Israel kills Palestinian civilians on purpose, forces them to live in inhumane conditions that lead to death, and even imposes conditions that prevent childbirth. Israel calls the report false and distorted, and they did not cooperate with the commission. They've long claimed the United Nations is biased. Michael?
All right, James, thank you so much for that. We're going to turn now to President Trump announcing another deadly strike on a boat in the Caribbean that he claims was transporting drugs from Venezuela. It's the latest move in an operation targeting drug cartels that also raising questions about its legality. Our chief White House correspondent, John Carl, is at the White House for us. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Michael. Once again, President Trump has ordered the bombing of a small boat in the Caribbean, killing people who he accuses of trying to smuggle drugs into the United States. This use of U.S. military firepower is unprecedented and is drawing accusations that the strikes are illegal. This is the video that President Trump says shows the U.S. military striking alleged drug traffickers in international waters. He claims the strike killed 3 narco-terrorists from Venezuela who were trying to smuggle drugs into the United States. ABC has not independently verified the video, which Trump released on social media with this threat. Be warned, if you are transporting drugs that can kill Americans, we are hunting you. Trump says the U.S. has proof those on board were terrorists, though the administration hasn't released that evidence.
Do you plan to provide proof that these were narco-terrorists who were on their way to the U.S.?
But I have to see it because we have recorded proof and evidence.
This comes just 2 weeks after Trump announced a strike on a different boat of alleged drug smugglers from Venezuela that Trump said killed 11 members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. President Trump is now acknowledging these strikes could have unintended consequences, such as accidentally hitting fishing boats.
What are you doing?
I mean, to be honest, if I were a fisherman, I wouldn't want to go fishing. Just a nice, let's take a little trip, because I'd say, man, maybe they think I have drugs downstairs.
There are renewed questions about that first strike. A U.S. official telling ABC News that the boat had turned around before it was destroyed by the U.S. military. And 2 weeks later, the administration has still provided no proof that the 11 people killed on that boat were members of the gang Tren de Aragua, or even that they had drugs. The top Democrat on the Senate Armed Services Committee condemned the attacks, saying, quote, "No president can secretly wage war or carry out unjustified killings. These reckless, unauthorized operations not only put American lives at risk, they threaten to ignite a war with Venezuela." But President Trump is threatening more to come, saying that he will go after drug smugglers on land as well, saying, quote, "When they come by land, we're going to be stopping them the same way we stopped the boats, and you'll see." Robin?
All right, John. Our thanks to you. We have the latest on the case against Charlie Kirk's suspected killer. He is set to appear before a judge this morning to face charges. Special correspondent Matt Gutman is in Utah, where the suspect is being held. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Robin. And that suspect is being held under what's called special watch, essentially isolation to ensure that others don't harm him or that he doesn't harm himself. And ahead of the formal murder charges being brought against him later today, the FBI has been laying out a tremendous amount of evidence against him, including what they are calling a confession.
Overnight, FBI Director Kash Patel saying that Tyler Robertson admitted to carrying out the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
A text message exchange where the suspect specifically stated that he had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and he was going to do that. And when he was asked why, he said some hatred cannot be negotiated with.
This is Utah County prosecutors prepare to charge the suspect with murder later today. Investigators tell us they are increasingly certain of their evidence against him.
How would you characterize the sum total of evidence that you have built against Tyler Robinson?
So the evidence is enormous. We are confident that we have the shooter responsible for Charlie Kirk's death.
Authorities say the suspect had tracked Charlie Kirk's events and public appearances, even studied local maps to familiarize himself with the campus.
This is the first time that we've been around back on campus, and we're getting a better sense of the geography of Charlie Kirk's assassination. He was sitting right at the base of that amphitheater, and authorities say his assassin was perched at the very top of that building, over 175 yards away on the other side of this courtyard.
And he allegedly waited on that rooftop on campus for about 20 minutes before springing into that sniper position and taking that single fatal shot at 12:23 p.m.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
What came next? Sheer panic. You can see it in these images and hear it in these newly released 911 calls.
The Kirk speaker you just got shot in the head. What's the address? You. And what happened? He's a speaker, famous guy, Speaker Kirk. Where you watch the
news? Will that baby watch the news?
To hear those 911 calls.
That baby watch
in just
the
a few
news?
hours, the state's attorney is expected to bring 3 charges against the suspect, including aggravated murder. That could bring the death penalty. In the charging sheet, they also lay out much of the evidence that they've been able to gather against the suspect over the past several days. And after that, later today, he will have his first appearance in court.
Matt Gutman, thanks. In the wake of Charlie Kirk's killing, President Trump has railed against political violence from the left, excused it from the right, as his administration threatens a crackdown on left-wing groups. Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas spoke with the Attorney General. Good morning, Pierre.
George, good morning. You have President Trump and others in the administration furious at the assassination.
Yeah, man, that's what we got going on right now.
And they're pushing the notion of a left-wing
Trust and believe I'm going to be back later.
So we asked Attorney General Bondi, the person who has to make decisions about who to prosecute, how she's responding to those demands.
Company morning
Vice
show.
President Vance and Stephen Miller
Got the mailbox keys, man. Go check the mailbox. We need that good old debit card so we can start funding money.
Absolutely,
New money.
we saw what happened to Charlie Kirk. He was assassinated speaking to college students peacefully, and he was assassinated. Anyone who commits such violence will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Look what almost happened to Governor Shapiro in the governor's mansion. His wife, his family, they were asleep upstairs and someone tried to light his house on fire. You know, there are so many crimes of violence throughout this country. Doesn't matter who it is. We're going to come after you if you commit a violent crime.
I pressed the AG on whether radicals of all persuasions would face justice and not just the left. I also asked her if the American people can be confident that she will act based on the facts and the law and not politics. She was adamant that she would. But George, this is a really intense moment for the administration and the country.
No question. We've seen violence on both sides. And one of the follow-ups today, there's going to be a special election in Minnesota for the victims.
Where you trying to go?
The victims of that shooting in
Where you trying to go, big
That's
girl?
right, George. And if the Democrats hold on to that seat, it will restore a 67-67 tie in the state house of Minnesota, which says so much about this country. Evenly split.
What you want to do?
Thanks, Michael.
All right, thank you, George. Now to an apparent deal to keep TikTok operating in the U.S.
What you want to
Sam
do?
is here with what we know. Good morning, Sam.
All right, Michael. So buckle up, because don't like let out the breath, the hold in breath. Don't exhale just yet. It appears that the drama over TikTok that has now spanned 3 presidential administrations may be ending the end of this week. The Trump administration announcing it has reached the framework of a deal with the Chinese government to transfer ownership of the popular app to an American company. Now, exactly which company or other terms, well, we don't really know. Trump saying he's not sure whether China will continue to have a stake in the company either. Now, he does say that he will talk with the Chinese President Xi on Friday to finalize this deal. It was Trump himself who proposed the TikTok ban in 2020 over national security concerns during his first term. Now, former President Biden took up the fight, resulting in a ban, a law that banned TikTok app unless a Chinese-owned company gave up its U.S. operations. But upon taking office again, Trump has repeatedly delayed the law until a deal could be reached. So, while details are still scarce, the bottom line is 170 million people who use TikTok do not exhale just yet. Maybe Friday. The U.S. may be able to continue using it long term, though, after this deal.
All right. Thank you, Sam.
You okay?
Week 2 of the NFL season.
What you
coming
want?
to a close with Monday Night Football, a doubleheader. Lara is
We
here.
gotta get you
How
some
about that
teeth and
comeback?
toys.
Unbelievable, right? The NFL season is in full swing, everyone, and off to an exciting start. Last night we had a double the fun, if you will, on Monday Night Football with the Bucs taking on the Texans and the Chargers versus the Raiders.
You want to toy and chicken hog?
Overnight, a double feature on Monday Night Football. The Chargers and Raiders clashing, and only one would come out of it with their perfect record intact.
Herbert launches downfield. It's Johnson in stride.
Who did it?
Touchdown, Chargers.
Justin Herbert with a 60-yard touchdown thrown to Quentin Johnson. Geno Smith trying to answer back, launching into the end zone, heading into halftime.
Now he just chucks it way downfield, and it's going to be intercepted.
But the Chargers coming down with the ball on the goal line, and they never looked back, taking the win 20-9. Now let's zip on over to Houston, where Toro gives us a bullseye view of the stadium as the Bucs and the Texans battled. It was up to Tampa Bay QB Baker Mayfield in the final minutes.
Anonymous. What's the deal?
And with the game on the line, facing a 4th and 10, Mayfield scrambling, taking a big hit, and getting the first down and keeping the Bucs alive.
And Baker Mayfield gets the big first down.
Bucs went on to march downfield as the final seconds clicked off the clock.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Got another run. It makes me pretty. Monday Night Football, bro. 2-0. On to the next.
The 2-0, off to the next one. What are you talking about?
And we lost last night, bro. That's fucked up.
Really coming to his own with the Bucs.
Okay, that's talking football. Yeah, okay, let's talk some more football.
Yes.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, Bengals QB Joe Burrows will be out for at least 3 months with a turf toe injury. Happened during Sunday's win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. At least he got the win. It will require surgery, though. Bengals hoping he will be able to make it back onto the field for at least the last couple of weeks.
That turf toe is no joke. How about Tom Brady making a comeback?
Clarence, please. Yeah, you will in fact see Tom Brady in uniform on the field, ready to play. However, it's flag football. He has agreed to play in a tournament in Saudi Arabia next March with former and current NFL players. By the way, flag football will be an Olympic sport in 2028. So, is this Tom's tryout for the Olympic team?
2020, he'd be at 50. I don't think so.
No.
But yeah, I talked to him about it. He's playing. Gronk is playing with them. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun tournament to watch. There's only one day. I said, Gronk, you can play though. I can do one day. I won't go for a week, but I can get one day. You playing at all? Absolutely not. I'm good. I don't play fantasy football because I did reality. I don't play flag football. Tackle football. It's like I don't do it.
It's coming in hot. Yeah, you got your spicy leg.
You asked and you got the answer.
Crazy response. Sandy started the countdown to Christmas already?
Yeah, George, did your alarm go off this morning? Because it's 100 days until Christmas. And many people are shopping earlier than ever, maybe tariff concerns. We'll tell you about the stores that are rolling out their ways to save. And if you should wait now, buy now, or wait until Black Friday. So traditional or shop now. We'll talk about it.
All right, also ahead, we have a first look at the new AI features coming to you too, and how they work.
And it may be seen as a
What you want?
from Jamal Warner's mother.
What
I sat
you
down with
want?
Pamela Warner as she speaks publicly for the first time since her beloved son's unexpected death, sharing new details about what happened on that beach in Costa Rica and how she's honoring his memory. But first, let's go back to Ginger.
And in this remarkably quiet hurricane season, we do see the Atlantic waking up a little. So average seventh name storm is September 3rd. We're obviously well past that, but that area you see highlighted for an 80% chance of development in the next 48 hours has a good shot at becoming Gabrielle. So that, though, will be the track. So it looks like it will follow the steering winds. Bermuda, I would be on the lookout by late weekend, early next week for sure, but it still looks like most of the modeling taking it away from our coast. We'll talk about impacts if there will be any of the high surf and that type of thing. There are the spaghetti plots and plenty of warm water out there for it to eat up. That's the big picture. Let's go ahead and get a check in your local weather now in 30 seconds.
What you laughing at?
Maybe my home shot matters.
What you laughing at?
Because there are things I don't want to miss out on.
It matters because we've been planning this trip all year.
We are here. Sleeping.
It matters because she's growing up so good. They're so good.
Getting your flu shot matters.
And getting it at CVS matters too.
Good morning to you. Your Tuesday's off to a great start. You can see beautiful sunrise over the Bayou City where we've got a temperature reading right now at 73 degrees. Not much in the way of cloud cover this morning, nor will we see much in the way of clouds later on today. Temperature-wise, Katie, you're at 68, 67 in Tomball. You'll notice there will be a few spotty showers along the coastline. Some of those rain showers may get even closer inland areas. Otherwise, look for temperatures today in the mid-90s. Have a great day.
Coming up, Marlon Wayans, trained to play a football superstar in his scary new movie. He's going to join us to talk all about that. And another funny, scary movie. We'll be right back.
As I started growing out my natural hair color, I noticed my moderate to severe lines. I booked a Botox cosmetic consultation to temporarily make my brown, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better. What was important to me was that I still look like me, just with fewer lines.
What he do?
Botox cosmetic effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions
Who wants to lay like this?
Don't receive Botox cosmetic.
Who want to lay like that?
Side
You
effects
want to
may
lay like
include
that?
allergic reactions,
Huh,
injections,
big
side pain, headache,
What?
eyebrow, eyelid drooping, or
Don't
swelling.
be smiling
Tell
at
your
me.
doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions,
Don't
and
be
medications,
smiling
including
at me.
botulinum toxins, as these may increase
Don't
the risk
be
of serious
smiling
side
at
effects.
me.
I'm the one and only Delphina, and I got treated
You wanna
with
sit
the one
up?
and only Botox cosmetic.
Huh?
Find a licensed
You wanna
Botox
sit up?
cosmetic specialist at BotoxCosmetic.com.
September 17th on Disney Plus.
You wanna sit up?
Disney Pixar's Elio. Available September 17th on Disney Plus. Rated PG. Right now, get Disney Plus, Hulu, and all of ESPN with an incredible offer.
McDonald's are putting value back on the menu, which means making a meal and save. Extra value meals are back. So now get a Big Mac meal for $8.
Do I still feel gritty, rough, or tired? With my bow, eyes can feel
Who got your hand
Mybo
now?
is the only prescription dry eye drop that forms a protective layer for the #1 cause of dry eye, too much tear evaporation. For relief, that's Mybo. Remove contact lenses before using Mybo. Wait at least 30 minutes before putting them back in. Eye redness and blurred vision may occur.
Boo.
Ask your eye doctor about prescription Mybo.
Boo. Boo.
My generalized myasthenia gravis was unpredictable and limited what I could do, but Ultimir's is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living. It is reduced muscle weakness. And Ultimir's is the only long-acting GMG treatment with the freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year. For a predictable routine I can count on.
Ultimir's may lower your ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal. Complete or update meningococcal vaccines at least 2 weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccine. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, limb, or chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaking chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or face, tongue, or throat swelling.
Shit.
Ultimir's is continuous symptom control. Talk to your neurologist today.
You want milk? You want milk, big girl?
This is an ABC 13 Eyewitness News Live Update.
You want milk, big girl?
Following for you on a Tuesday morning, Houston police